Imagine you're driving home after a long day. The radio is playing your favorite song. The traffic lights are changing. People are walking on the sidewalks. Everything feels normal. Then, in less than a second, every human being on Earth disappears.
No warning, no countdown, no explanation, just silence. The streets of New York suddenly become empty. The beaches of California have no visitors. The White House stands abandoned. But what happens next? Do our cities survive? How long does the internet last? What happens to our pets? The very first thing you'd notice is noise. A lot of noise. Because while humans are gone, the machines we built are still running. Cars continue moving until they crash. Thousands of airplanes remain in the sky. Passenger jets flying over America, Europe, Asia, and the Pacific Ocean continue following their programmed routes. For a brief moment, it almost seems like civilization is still alive, but there's nobody left to control it. Nobody left to make decisions. Nobody left to react when something goes wrong. Across the world, traffic accidents begin happening everywhere. Ships drift across oceans without crews. Factories continue operating until automatic safety systems shut them down. And then something strange begins to happen. The world starts becoming quieter. Every minute that passes removes another piece of human activity from the planet. The first day, many people assume everything would immediately stop. But modern civilization is surprisingly resilient.
For hours, electricity continues flowing through power lines.
Water still comes out of faucets.
The internet still works.
Emails continue moving between servers. Social media platforms remain online. Millions of notifications are delivered. But nobody is there to read them. It's almost eerie. The digital world continues speaking into an empty room. Yet behind the scenes, a countdown has already started. Every power grid depends on human operators. Without people, the systems that support modern life begin slowly falling apart. Not instantly, but inevitably. Within days, the cracks begin to show. Power stations start shutting down. Electrical grids fail one after another. Entire cities go dark. New York loses power. Chicago loses power. Los Angeles loses power. For the first time in more than a century, some of America's largest cities experience complete darkness. At night, the stars become visible again. Millions of stars. Stars that most city residents have never seen because of light pollution. Now, nature and the cosmos dominate. Cell towers stop working. Television stations go offline. The digital age slowly fades away. This is perhaps the saddest part of the story. Across America, millions of dogs wait beside doors. Cats sit near windows. Pets expect their owners to return. But nobody ever does. Many animals trapped inside homes struggle to survive. Meanwhile, animals living in the wild experience something completely different. For them, the disappearance of humanity is the greatest opportunity in history. Deer begin entering suburbs. Coyotes wander through neighborhoods. Bears explore abandoned towns. Nature senses that the dominant species is gone. Only 1 year has passed, but many cities already look different. Grass grows through cracks in roads. Vines climb buildings.
Flooded subway tunnels become underground lakes.
Without lawnmowers, gardeners, construction crews, and maintenance workers, nature starts winning every battle. Slowly, quietly, relentlessly. The process isn't dramatic. Every day, the world becomes a little less human and a little more wild. A decade after humanity disappears, some places are barely recognizable. Trees grow in the middle of highways. Animals live inside shopping malls. Office buildings become giant nesting grounds for birds. The famous Las Vegas Strip no longer glows at night. For the first time in history, the city sleeps. The lights are gone. The tourists are gone. The casinos are silent. The city that never slept has finally fallen asleep. Nature is no longer visiting human spaces. Nature owns them. 50 years have passed. New York is beginning to look more like a forest than a city. Around the world, cities like London and Tokyo are changing too. Steel bridges begin collapsing from decades of rust. Many skyscrapers are beginning to fail. "100 years later, the Earth barely remembers humanity. 1,000 years later, human civilization has almost completely disappeared. The Earth doesn't need us. We need the Earth.